Hey you all, welcome to another Tonis Tipp video, this time in English because of course I want to please my English audience as well. If you are native German speaking, then you can have a look on the screen. I pop a link on the screen right here with the German version of this video, and otherwise keep on watching. I'm gonna show you this time how I cover up my eyebrows, and this is gonna be done with the glue stick method because I just prefer it. It's easy to work with, it's easy to wash off at the end, and there are several other methods like soap. You could take spirit gum or wax, you could take a Prosade. I prefer the glue stick because it's way easier to work for me. It's water soluble, it's non-toxic, you can wash it off at the end of your makeup, so why not go the easy and safe way. And this is for a potential Halloween look, for a potential drag look, or whatever you want to do with it. So yeah, if you want to see how I cover up my eyebrows, just keep on watching. First of all, I want to show you how I block my eyebrows, and I do that with the glue stick method. I know that there are several methods on that. You can take wax and spirit gum, you can take Prosade, you can take whatever you want, but I prefer the glue stick method. It's easy to remove at the end, it's easy to work for me, so it does the job. And if you want to do a drag look or a certain alien look or a look which requires no eyebrows, that's the way to go. And first of all, I show you what I use for that, and of course the first and main thing is the glue stick. I think the UK and America based viewers will know Elmer's glue, so that's the same thing, it's just water soluble glue. Then I will need a very thin toothed comb for that, especially this side, some cotton pads for that, a little bit of alcohol. This is 99% alcohol, you can take 70% as well, but I prefer the 99% for that because it makes the brows very dry at the end, which will help the glue to stick to your brows. And of course some powder in between the layers and some grease paint at the end, which will cover all the brows. So first I take the alcohol and the cotton pads, just spray it a little bit, not into your eye, and then I clean up my brow. And I do go back and forth and really deep in there just to make sure all the grease and all the sweat and all the germs are gone. Next it's time for the glue stick, and I will go in the growing direction, against the growing direction, up and downwards to really touch every hair. And I prefer the smaller version of the glue stick because it's way easier to work for me. So you take what you prefer, I take what I prefer, and yeah, I just go on and cover all the hair with glue stick first. So now my comb comes in very handy, and as I said before, very thin toothed. So I will just brush the comb through my brow, and I will do that in an upwards motion since the hair grows upwards as well. And I do that just a little bit, and then I try to take the round side of the comb and move that as well through the brow and in an upwards motion to get the brow quite flat. The flatter the better. So yeah, work that right through the brow. To speed up the drying process, which will take each layer like 5 minutes, I take a blow dryer and blow dry every layer I do, which will at the end be like maybe 3 or 4, not more than 4, because it builds up very high and looks just bulky, and I want to have it as flat as possible. And if you have some excess glue around your eyebrow, you can take a wipe, just a plain makeup wipe, wipe it off a little bit because it can get flaky at the end, and you don't want to have it flaky, so you want to have it smooth. Okay, the first layer of glue should be dry, and you can check if it's dry, just touching it gently, and in case it's not tacky anymore, it's dry. And next step would be powder. I take RCMA No Makeup powder. You can take the powder of your choice. Every kind of powder will work. A mini powder puff, and now I just tap over the brow with a generous amount of powder. Leave it there for like 30 seconds. Tap a little bit more to make sure it touches all the area. And the powder comes in handy because the glue has some moist in it, and you want to like suck off the moist from the glue, and yeah, that makes sure every kind of moisture is just gone. I will start a second layer now, and this is a little bit different because I will not go all over the brow with the glue stick again. I will take the glue stick, of course, and then this tiny little spatula thing, which is from the crafting store and has a flexible tip, and they are like $2, $3, euros, pounds, and they are very handy because they are flexible and you can gently touch the skin or your face with it without hurting yourself. And I'm scratching off a little bit of glue here. Always scratching off a little bit of glue. And then I will go all over my brow, starting at the beginning, at the corner, right over the nose, above the nose actually, and then go in and smooth it out, shear it out, and wipe it all over the brow from down to up. Let's say in an upward kind of motion. And I go always also to the side, and I take a little bit more glue if necessary. And then I will try to just fill in the gaps which the comb made with his teeth, right? So I will just wipe upwards and sidewards a little bit to fill in the gaps. And that keeps everything as flat as possible. I don't want to have a very bulky eyebrow, and eyebrow coverage can be very tricky, I know that. But this method made it quite easy for me to do this. Alright, I will need a third layer of glue, I assume, because the good thing about the powder is it makes quite visible where you have to take more glue, and that will be here, especially the round area here. This area is quite flat already and quite good, but I will just layer a third layer of glue all over the brow to make sure it's very smooth and flat, and that's the next step. The third layer is done and my eyebrow is as flat as possible, and I don't need any more layers for today. That's okay, that's easy. You got the idea what I do. And now I'm gonna show you how I cover up the kind of bluish what shines through the brow when it's blocked with the glue. And that is easily done with I take grease paint by Cryolan. This has a kind of an salmony kind of undertone. The blue and the, let's say, orangey kind of tone will cancel each other out because they are complementary. That's why the bluish of the brow becomes invisible eventually. So I will take a brush for that to apply it right on the brow, and then I again powder everything up. Okay, the eyebrow is now covered in color and of course in powder, and the powder will help to absorb the moist of the grease paint as well. And I think that's about it. That's my eyebrow cover tutorial for you. Very helpful for drag looks and for alien looks, or for whatever you want to do with it. And I hope you find it helpful, and if so, please thumb this video up, and as well get me comments in the comment section below. Feedback is always welcome, and if you like to, you can also request something. Maybe a tip or a look or whatever you like to. Halloween is coming very soon. I have also some other information in the info box for you regarding social media, which is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed yet, to not miss any more videos. And I just thank you very much for watching, and wish you all the best. See you next time. Bye bye.